Okay, we'll do.
Just hang on a second. 1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2. Good to. Good to go.
1 2 1 2.
Top.
Yeah? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Action Indoor Sports Toowoomba, where we've got the Toowoomba Dragons who have won the toss, and they're batting first against the Toombul Tigers. First ball from Michael Kling. That's a leg side, big in-swinger. As Michael bowls, and I've got with me Peter Donovan. Peter, good evening.
Evening, Brendan. How are you?
Very good, very good. It's not too cold up here just yet, which is good, but I'm sure it's going to get colder.
I was just about to say, today's probably been our warmest day in a while, so welcome.
That's good. Good shot there from Kieran. Just waited on it, lent on it for an easy 2. How's the Dragons been going this season, Peter? Have you been keeping your eye on the boys?
Yeah, not too bad. They're currently sitting in 4th spot, but it looks like it's a very close competition between the 2nd and 3rd at the moment. So tonight's game is going to be very crucial for them in the finals campaign.
Yep. And I think likewise for the Tigers. I think they're doing okay sitting up around the top of the table, but again, it's finals next week, so I think both teams are pretty keen to get in there and have a good game tonight with some good momentum into the finals. So.
Definitely, and we'll also just make a mention that this week is our Indigenous round here. As you'll notice, the Toombul and Dragon sides have both got different shirts on tonight, designed and put together by Hip Pocket Workwear.
Yeah, wonderful initiative. Oh, half chance there, didn't quite take it. And the shirts look really good. So,
with Kieran Gibbs and stuff like that around here, and it's something that we'd like to push through until next season as well, and try and do a whole big league round for it as well next season. So hopefully this can be the start of a new tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely paving the way anyway, and it's a great start by the Dragons. 1 over down, 7 runs off it. So I'll just run through the 2 teams. For the Toowoomba Dragons, we've got Blake Anderson, Kieran Gibbs, Jaden Teskey, Jeremy Crichton, Brody Clues, Nick Steger, Daniel Ost and Rowan McDonald. I'll let you run through the Tigers.
All right, Toombul Tigers, we've got Reece Dearness, Josh Drever, Chris Dixon, Andy Byrne, Michael Kling, Cam McPherson, Chris Stack and Chris Beatheris, is that correct?
Beatheris.
Hopefully I said
we
that
both
right.
got one wrong, so it's all right. We're all good.
Apologies, Chris.
Yeah, that's it. He'll be all right. I'm sure he's been called worse.
Excellent.
All right, looks like we've got Chris Stack to bowl the 2nd over, so good start from the Dragons, 7 off the 1st. Toombul will be looking to try and break through here with their first wicket.
Good first ball there.
Yeah, big off-cutters from Chris. He's actually quite a quick bowler, but he's changed his bowling style a little bit to bowl a lot of that slower off-cut, and it's actually quite hard to play when he gets it right, and that was a good example of it there. That's his quicker one.
Well played by Kieran there to dig that one out.
Yeah, well played. Very experienced campaigner, Kieran, been around for a long time. Played a lot of high-level outdoor, I believe, and a lot of high-level indoor, so very capable.
Yep, and he's about to head away in a couple of weeks' time with the Queensland 35 side, so all the best to him for that campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. All the Masters going away to Casey Stadium in a few weeks. It'll be exciting to see some more national-level indoor cricket.
Definitely is. It's been good to have it back this year.
Absolutely.
How did you enjoy your campaign at Opens?
Well, I think we both enjoyed our campaigns. It was quite good. We won't brag about it too much. Even though we've got the microphones, but yeah, it was fantastic just to be back playing high-level indoor cricket and just getting that feeling around the centre.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure you girls felt the same.
Yeah, no, it was great to get back into that space and see all the girls that you haven't seen there for a while again. And yeah, as I said, just have that high-level competition again.
Yeah, I think it's a real testament to the players that have stuck by the sport and supported the Nationals this year with COVID and obviously no Nationals for a couple of years. It would be easy for people to walk away and not come back. So for all those people that stuck by the sport and have come back to support their states and come back and make Nationals a thing again is actually, I'm very appreciative of it myself.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you there.
The girls did well, hey? No, what's that, 4 in a row now?
That is 4 in a row, yeah. Yep. I don't think it's been done before. I will stand corrected on that one. Someone has mentioned to me that it hasn't been done before, so
it would take a lot of beating, I'd say. I don't think there's too many teams that have gone through at national level winning that many in a row. So it's certainly a testament to you girls and the coaching staff and the dedication from all of you as well. And you've had a bit of a change up through the players and all that as well?
Yeah, we definitely have. Change of coach this year. We had Katrina Teskey this year, punts putting it to the side. And yeah, we had a few young girls come through. Kat Dixon came through, Lily came through, and also Gillian as well. A bit of a last-minute change due to an injury pull-out. So it was really, really good though to see those girls come through, and they did amazing throughout the week as well. So that's a good sign for our future for ladies indoor cricket as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the girls had a bit of success in the junior grades as well. So Queensland indoor cricket for the ladies is looking pretty strong, isn't it?
Yes, the good old under-17 girls came away with the win, which was fantastic to see. A bit of a thriller too.
Yeah,
I will have to admit, I was jumping around my lounge room watching that one. It was a bit nerve-wracking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a great 2 weeks down there, and Cricket Australia really got behind us and got that running again. And yeah, I think everybody that was involved had a great time, and we're all looking forward to coming back again next year. Andy Byrne bowling this over, slides him through quite low, so bowls from around the wicket, little out swingers, and has got an off cutter as well, and that one stayed a bit low. So
that one definitely stayed low. Good to see.
So I don't know if there was a wicket in that second over. We did get a little bit sidetracked, but it looks like the score's going up slowly. So Toowoomba sticking in there. Easy runs there.
Just releasing the pressure a little bit there. Toombul definitely need to work hard for a wicket here to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, Toowoomba won't be unhappy. They're fighting hard, and I'd be pretty sure that if they can hit the 80 mark, 20 a pair, I think they'd be backing themselves to come out and put the pressure on Toombul and win playing here at home.
100%.
And getting away with it at the moment, so yeah, they're doing well. Doesn't have to look pretty, it just has to look good on the scoreboard, and so far so good for the Dragons.
Scorecard still says 2, no matter whether
exactly
it springs or not.
Exactly right. We've got a few players tonight that have come back from nationals as well, so it's always good to see those guys come back to their clubs and play after wearing their state shirts, to see if they've still got the same sort of form and hunger and all that sort of stuff.
And I think some of them even come back in better form.
Yeah, I know personally I usually come back in terrible form after a nationals, but yeah, these guys are a lot better, so yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, well bowled there.
Yeah, good finish to the over. So yeah, I think Toowoomba will be pretty happy with that. 18 after 3 overs. I think Toombul will be pretty keen to get a wicket this over and stem the flow, but I reckon 20-25 from this pair, and the Dragons will be pretty happy.
Especially against the bowling attack that we've seen so far. It's been pretty on point. They've only missed it in a couple of spots there, so yeah. Pressure has been on in circumstances. They've just then let it off a little bit in some places.
Yeah, that's right. Build a little bit of pressure and then give a wide or an easy couple of runs there just to take the pressure off the batsman. So Reece Dearness bowling now, coming off a very good national. So let's see what Reece can deliver for the Tigers here.
From my understanding, he's got a number of different balls in the arsenal.
Yep, there's the off cutter. So he started with the off cutter. He's got an off cutter there. He's got a quicker one and a slower one. He's got a leg cutter, he's got an in swinger, I think, and an out swinger. So yeah, he's pretty much got everything.
Goodness.
So yeah, he's pretty hard to face when he gets it right. But yeah, he certainly put it all together at nationals. So I'm sure he'll be hoping to do that here and get Toombul their first wicket. Off cutter.
Chance there, missed.
And that was out of it hit, unfortunately, just missed. Fielding there, set that up nicely.
I love how he's coordinated his shoes tonight with his outfit.
Yeah, he's changing it up. He did get those ones built specially for the Tigers with the black and orange.
Nice.
Does mix it up every now and then with some bright coloured ones, but tonight he's gone with the matching.
I have heard he's got a fair wardrobe of shoes to choose from.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I don't know anyone who has that many shoes. He's got a sickness, I think. So. But yeah, certainly looks the part. That's his out swinger. Yeah. Well played there. It's good, sensible batting. They're not trying to do anything, untoward or, beyond their capabilities. They're just banging the twos when they can and putting a bit of pressure on the field with the calls, and they're doing really well.
Definitely, yeah. I think the fielding side has just not quite hit their mark at the moment yet. Yeah. Once, as Dad said to you, they sort of put the pressure on, but then they get that little bit of pressure off when they just don't quite get the ball to hand at the moment. But
hopefully we can see them pull that together in the next couple of overs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always difficult too, driving up to Toowoomba. I mean, I know this is falling on deaf ears for you guys up here having to travel every second week, so I do understand that. But
Yeah, look, it is a challenge, but that's okay. It's what we do for the love of the sport, right?
that's it, yeah. And it's a great advantage for you guys for obviously having to travel every second week, being able to have these home games and having that advantage that everyone has to experience, what you guys experience every second week and have to travel. So
yes,
it's nice
definitely.
to have that.
Oh, it's a good finish there by the boys, 21 on the board.
Yeah.
We've now got, who have we got walking out here? Is that Teskey and Crichton?
Yep, Teskey and Crichton, both coming back. A couple of Open Men's Queensland State players there, and both figured in the final, so both in pretty good form. Two lefties as well, which is interesting. That's something that you don't see too often. So
Coach Lyle, I reckon, had a say in that one. He has just walked past us with a bit of a smirk.
Past, yeah, could have grabbed the microphone. By all accounts, we did offer it to him, and
We
he
did.
declined. So.
We did.
So unfortunately, all the viewers have to listen to us, but you could have had Lyle Teskey, so we apologise for that. It looks like we've got Cameron McPherson to bowl the first over to the two left-handers, Jeremy Crichton on strike.
There's the wicket. That's what they needed. That's what Toombul needed right there.
Really good start. Good presence there of mind by Josh Drever. You know, very easy for him in that position to turn and throw, but saw that there was an opportunity down at the keeper's end and really good service to the keeper and -5. So there's their first wicket. Good start. Cam McPherson's an interesting one. He's come up from some of our lower grades at Toombul over the past couple of years and cracked into A grade for a couple of games last year and pretty much has played the whole season in. Fumble there by Chris Dennis. That doesn't happen too often.
No, you don't see that often, do we?
No. So, yeah, I think, Cam's done really well to force his way into the A-grade side and played all year. So I'm really pleased for him that he's one of those players that's sort of come through the lower grades and worked his way in. So it's great to see.
And that's always a good story to hear too, knowing that you've got that coming through the centres as well.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of young guys. We don't have a lot of a young group at Toombul. So some of these younger guys, like Cam's probably in his mid-20s, mid to late 20s. So, you know, having that sort of age group coming through and pushing their way into A-grade is certainly quite good. So really good for us, but we don't have too many of them, unfortunately. Not like you guys. You've got a really good crop of young players here.
We do. And we've actually got a couple featuring tonight in Danos and Rowan McDonald. So this will be Rowan's second game in A-grade for this season. He made his debut 2 weeks ago. So really good to see that. Oh, what a shot by Teskey there. Well fielded to keep off.
Good fielding there. Wow. A lot of effort there for one run.
That was a great fielding effort there by Dixon. It's well done. But yeah, no, we've got a couple of the young guys coming through the ranks and out into our A grade. So, which is really good to see, as you said.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good seeing all the younger guys getting an opportunity. And there's another one. Great out. Really good fielding from Josh Drever. Just sidearm throw there and direct hit. And they're always hard to outrun when you've got a guy that's got an arm like that.
He is killing it at that spot. He's Queensland spot there for sure for him.
Yeah, he's done well there. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of that from him at Nationals, but he did well.
You win some, you lose some, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. No, good fielding there. A couple of wickets in that over. So, yeah, really good start to that pair for Toombul, -3. So they'll be happy with that. And Dragons have got a little bit of work to do here to try and build for that 20-year pair that we spoke about earlier.
And after that fielding performance, we've now got Josh Drever coming on to bowl.
Yep, so for those that don't know, he's a left-arm, reasonably sharp bowler. He would probably prefer me to say fast, but for me, he's fast. But for some of these younger, more talented players, he may not be that quick. But certainly, I reckon the batsmen will have their work cut out for him.
Yeah, look, not going to lie, I wouldn't want to face it.
It's a good start.
That's a good ball.
Sounded like a couple of noises there. So we've got Trina Teskey in the stand tonight. Any comments about the umpires tonight? I'll leave that one to you, Peter.
No, Trine has been actually umpiring the last couple of A-grade games, putting herself on the spot there, but look, I think she's been doing a good job.
Yeah. No,
Other people may disagree with me on that one, but look, umpiring is one of the most unforgivable jobs ever. I've been in that position, and you know what, no matter what you do, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. In most circumstances, especially when you're having to umpire your own centre as well. You do cop a lot of criticism, so I think she has done well to take this on her own shoulders
Yep.
and to do this game tonight.
Yeah, not an easy job at the best of times, and certainly in the circumstances tonight, I'm sure she'd rather be sitting in the corporate area or sitting upstairs quietly on her own watching rather than from the stand.
100%. I don't think she was real keen.
We thank her for her efforts tonight. A good game wouldn't go ahead without the umpire, so
Definitely.
of course it's always a very important and unappreciated position, so we appreciate it.
Yeah,
at least.
yeah, that's it. Drever's just missing his mark a little bit on a couple of these here, but he's pulled it back on that one.
Yep, hit Jeremy on the legs there, and again, so all bowled. Half
Well
chance.
worked in the corner though.
Yeah, good fielding. Michael Kling's a very good fielder up front, gets some really good touches up high, and a really good exponent of that second up position or cover position. I think people around the country call it. I call it second up, so sometimes people don't know what I'm talking about from other states.
I just tell them I'm the idiot standing in front of the batter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good. Well, it's not too bad. 2 runs after 2 overs, so Toombul will be relatively happy with that. And we'll see what happens here. I haven't seen much strike, has young Jaden. It seems Jeremy's been on strike for most of those first 2 overs, so hopefully Jaden will get a bit of strike here.
See what Chris Dixon can do here. The spinner coming on now.
Yep, doesn't particularly like bowling in the front end of the game, so we'll see how he goes here. He doesn't... Ooh.
That was a bit of a let off there.
Yeah, nearly touched it away, but no harm done. 1 run scored.
Puts Tessier on strike, who had a cracker of a Nationals.
Wonderful Nationals.
First Open Nationals for Jaden.
Unfortunately, it was
Not
there to
quite
hit.
there.
Was there to hit, and he does hit big. But yeah, it was a wonderful Nationals for a young guy coming in. Number of reasons for him to feel pressure, and he just absolutely put it all aside and just did his thing, did his thing for the team and just performed brilliantly. And I'm really pleased for him. It's really nice to see young guys coming in, as you mentioned before. Some of the young girls coming in and performing well. He's a testament to that as well, and it's really good signs for men's indoor cricket having
100%.
young guys like that.
Yeah, and it's good to see it pay off as well. Like, for those who don't see it, he's out here at the centre 2-3 times a week. He's always asking people for a hit and things like that. He plays 2 games a night on Thursday night. So he's always putting in that effort to try and have as much preparation as possible. And he definitely took it in his stride, and I feel like he made his family very, very proud, that's for sure, and his centre as well.
Oh, not only that, his coach was very proud as well. You cop a little bit of criticism every year for players that get picked, or at the very least raise a few eyebrows, and I know that was certainly the case with a couple, and he was definitely one of those players that people were unsure about. And yeah, as you said, the way that he played Nationals was phenomenal and deserved all the success that he got down there.
Why do we keep putting ourselves in this position for criticisms?
Unfortunately, it comes with the job. I know sometimes you feel like burying your head in the sand, but I guess when it gets to the end of a week at Nationals and you get an opportunity to win them, and as we've been both lucky enough to do, I guess all that makes it worth it. So.
It is a good feeling to get to the end there and have that win, and as you said, it then makes you feel like the choices that you made, they came off.
I think it's one of those things where no matter any sort of senior position in any sporting team, you've got to make decisions, and they're not popular with everybody. So I think the sooner you can get used to that, which does take a little bit of time, depending on your personality. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to take, but you do get used to it after a while, and just know that if you're doing it for the right reasons and it comes off, then hopefully people can see that you did the right thing, I guess. So,
for sure.
But anyway, back to the game.
These boys are fighting hard here. 4 going into the 8th over. Not the ideal second partnership that you'd like, but Toombul will definitely be happy with this pullback.
Yeah, definitely. And from the Dragons' point of view here, if they can just keep building here and get 8 to 10 off this over, I'm pretty happy. Oh, no, not out. So must have just got back there. Good presence of mind there from Jeremy. He did take a step out, and really good fielding by Drever. Direct hit, but Katrina's got the best view there, so unfortunately for the players,
we can't say much there, can we? Right now,
I'm going to go with her call on that one. It looked pretty close, but as you said before, not easy to.
Oh, well played.
Yeah, good recovery. Easy 2 there. Good experience there from Jeremy. That's all they need to do. Just keep building here. They just want to keep the score going forward, and Toomba's still got some pretty explosive batters to come, so anything can happen. Good, well bowled, well batted. So
I was about to say, I feel like the bowling this four has definitely been a lot tighter. They have definitely put the pressure a lot more onto this partnership, than what they did on the first one, which is good to see for a Toombul perspective.
Yeah, and I guess when you think back, first ball of the pair wicket, it sort of put them on the back foot to start with, and I guess they've just sort of been fighting to get that back, and then 1 or 2 wickets since then has sort of made it hard for them to build a score, but they're still fighting and they're still building, so that's what's important. 2 balls to go in this over, and then we're halfway through the first innings. Half chance for a run, throw, a little bit of miscommunication, but...
An unusual miss there from Drever.
Yeah, no run scored, no harm done for the bat or the ball, so 1 ball to go. Skin score of 9, total score of 30, last ball to this pair. Good shot, really good shot.
And well fielded as well by Dixon there.
Really good shot, well done. That's a good fight. I mean, at the end of the day, they start on -5, they come out on 10. Oftentimes you see that those skins where they have to fight so hard to get to their 10 or 12 or whatever it may be, sometimes that's a difference.
Yeah, 100% is.
So that could be it. That could be the skin that helps Toowoomba put a bit of pressure on Toombul when they come out to bat. So they did well. A lesser pair would have come out on a lot less runs, so they've done very well there.
And as you said, a couple of wickets there, didn't lose their heads, kept fighting, pushing through, walked out with a positive score.
Exactly.
Happy days. We now have Blake Anderson and Brodie Clues out there now, long-time players of Toowoomba Dragons, playing since their junior days, stuff like that, so amazing to see. Blake's had a couple of Queensland opportunities there as well in the Open Men's.
Yeah, been an Open Men's player in the past and still a very explosive batsman, so if they don't get the bowling right to Blake, this pair can hit 30 plus before you know it, so this will be an interesting pair.
And Blake is a very hard hitter.
Absolutely.
Once again, would not want to be fielding with that out there.
Absolutely. I'm glad I'm on this side of the net.
yeah.
It's a good start from Michael Kling, just put the ball on leg side and couldn't really free his arms there, Blake. He does play that shot off his legs very well. So
it's a strength of his, that's for sure.
Good shot there, well played, well bowled. So good start.
Something that a lot of those young fellas coming through the ranks in Toowoomba have been quite good players of that leg side shot.
Absolutely.
I'm very, very jealous, however. None of them taught me how to do it.
It makes 2 of us, Peter. It makes 2 of us. I wish I could do it as well as some of these young guys coming through. They make it look so easy. It's always disheartening when you bowl to them and it feels like you're just giving them batting practice, You feel like you're bowling well, but it means nothing to them. They just bang it up off their legs for 2, so...
That's it. You're like, that was a cracker of a ball and it still goes for 2.
Yeah. I think that's when you know it's time to go out to pasture and play Masters, but you're nowhere near that, so you're okay.
Oh, I don't know. I actually do qualify for Masters this year. The girls are trying to convince me.
Shush, don't talk about it. Well bowled from Michael there. Just ball doesn't come on, swings a long way as well, so he is quite a difficult customer to get away. He's often a good bowler for Toombul, has been bowling first because the ball does swing so far, and if he gets it right, the batsmen don't normally face guys that swing it that far, so it has worked for Toombul over the years, and he's bowling another good over here. So
especially early on, the batsmen don't have their eye in yet, things like that, so that gives them a bit of an advantage as well. Oh, well fielded there.
Oh, that's good fielding.
How well?
I think Blake was really halfway down when he played that shot. It was third ball.
It was third ball, yeah.
And I think that was a really good call from Katrina. I think he was home quite easily. I just think I missed the replay there, but yeah, he did well. He was definitely on his skates anyway, so as we say, she's got the best view down there, so I'm not going to argue with her. I certainly can't argue against her from here. Stack the bowl this over. The ball not coming on, so it's actually a good bowling choice here from Reece Dearness. If Chris gets it right, his first over I think he bowled really well. It's one where we were talking, but I don't think it went for too many runs, so if he can follow that up again here, put a lot of good pressure on this pair.
First over I think Fine went for 7, so keep that pressure on this pair here.
Yep. He's off the pitch. Yep, good call. Let's drag that one down, so 4 runs there, so that's a bit of a let-off.
Yep. Once again, just releasing off that pressure that we spoke about. Got built up quite well there.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of did that a little bit in the first pair, didn't they? They built pressure and let it go, and then the second pair they didn't do that. And look at the difference in the 2 pairs. So.
Anderson's made that look easy.
Such a good shot. Such a good shot. Yeah, very hard to bowl to Blake like that. He's got the ball coming into him, and yeah, unfortunately for Chris, Blake plays that shot so well. And there's a chance. And there we go. So that's what can happen.
He's played that shot, I reckon. You find a bit touch early there. Brody has.
Yeah, good shot in outdoor. Nice little clip over the field, but unfortunately,
in the circle.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's hit the net in indoor. So yeah, good follow up there from Chris Stack after a really good shot from Blake the ball before.
How has that missed?
That's a good ball. Blake doesn't get beaten too often like that, so it's obviously he was either in two minds there of which shot to play, or the ball did a little bit more than what he expected. But
I think you'll find he opened himself up a little bit too much there for that one, Blake.
Yeah. Couldn't quite see the bowler was in the way, but I did see it beat him, and it doesn't happen too often.
No.
Well bowled again.
And great piece of fielding there by Andy Burns as well.
Yeah, he's forged himself into a leg side fielder. He fancied himself there for many years, and we didn't let him go there. He was always in the corner, and Corey Galloway sort of stopped playing. He sort of took that position, and he's actually done really well there, so maybe he was right, but anyway, I won't tell him that.
No, we'll keep that one on the down low.
Good shot.
Well played there by Blake, and a very close call there. Needs to make sure he runs those ones out.
That's what I was talking about before with Blake. You don't have to get it too wrong, and he can punish you really quickly. So really good over, and just one ball that was slightly overpitched, and Blake dealt with it perfectly. So yeah, game's still on here. There's certainly Toombul have to make sure that they don't go through the motions here, because this is the sort of pair that very quickly can hit 30 runs.
Got a bit of a seesaw action happening in this game at the moment.
Yeah.
Good competition.
Yeah, absolutely. These teams are traditionally always pretty fierce rivals, very good friends off the court. But there's been a few pretty fiery games against them, and I know Toowoomba have knocked Toombul out of finals in previous years and thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think we've returned favour. So yeah, they're two teams that are very proud, and when they come up against each other, they certainly let each other know about it. So, but they'll be the first ones in the bar later to congratulate each other on a good game. So.
Oh, 100%. They'll be there straight after the game, I reckon you'll find.
Yeah, absolutely. As is always the way up here in Toowoomba. It's one of the best parts about coming up to Toowoomba to play. It's always good to go up into the bar with the fire going, and the beers are cold, and everyone's happy. So it's always good.
However, we should mention there is a ladies' game being played after this one.
That's so true. That is so true.
Which I feel like, grab your beers, head on down, come support the ladies.
Absolutely.
But yes, so the Toowoomba and Toombul ladies teams will be playing straight after this live stream. 7:30 we'll be playing. So we do hope that you all stick around for that.
Absolutely.
And the same to those on the live stream as well.
Yeah, we've been spoilt for live streamed indoor cricket over the last month or so. So another game tonight. Unfortunately, you're stuck with Peter and I tonight from a commentary point of view, but we are seeing some live indoor cricket, and there hopefully will be some more coming in a month's time, as Peter mentioned before, with the Masters Nationals happening down at Casey in about 4 weeks' time. Unfortunately, Chris didn't stop that one. It's gone onto the net. So.
Good effort from him, though, to try and stop that back net, but just pushing it then onto the 3 net.
Yeah, another good shot from Blake Anderson. He's racking up the runs. He's certainly a dangerous batsman, that's for sure.
And I think you'll find that pressure from Blake as well, with the way he's moving around the crease and jumping about, has actually then put that back onto the bowlers. So they've just got off their mark a little bit here.
Yeah. He is a hard batsman to bowl to, because you're right, he does give himself a lot of room outside leg stump, and he hits the ball so well. So you try and beat him full and wide, and he's good enough to hit the ball quite hard out there and free his arms, which you don't really want him to do. And he's so strong off his legs, so he doesn't give you a lot of room for error with him, does it?
No, definitely not. We now have Reece Dearness to come on for the last over here. I did receive a message here from someone watching the live stream that we like me to put out there that Dearness was player of the tournament for Nationals.
I'm not sure about that, actually. They gave the Alan Wilson medal out, and I know he got player of the final. That's definitely the truth. But yeah, I think Luke Ryan, actually, from the ACT, got the Alan Wilson medal. So I believe that's what they gave this time around for player of the tournament.
Wonderful. Okay, yep.
So yeah, great bit of fielding. Really good bit of fielding, as I mentioned. Michael Kling's very sharp down the front there, but Blake Anderson was home. But yeah, he's certainly had a very good nationals and probably was not far away from getting player of the tournament because he was very good for most of the games that I was lucky enough to watch, which was pretty much all of them. Well, it was all of them because I was there for all of them. But yeah, I think Luke Ryan got player of the tournament. Played a bit of an effort ball there from Reese. He does have that quicker outswinger, and he bowled a couple of off-cutters to start the over. So, as you said before, he does mix it up. He's got a bit of variety, and I think Toombul will be relatively happy keeping this pair under 30. It is a very dangerous pair, but in saying that, they probably would have liked less. And I'm sure, as I mentioned before, from the pair before, from the Dragons with Jeremy and Jaden, hitting that 10 runs just kept that momentum going. Now this pair comes out and gets their 25-30. Last pair comes out, gets their 20, and then all of a sudden we've got a game. We've got 80 runs up on the board. So.
Yeah. And it's all about that momentum swing as well and taking it away, going into your fielding.
Yeah, absolutely. Good fielding there. Well bowled, well fielded, well played. Good cricket.
Got a little bit of banter happening back here at the back between Brody Clues and Chris Dixon there.
I'm sure they were giving each other some encouragement, as they always do. Okay, last ball to this pair. Oh, well bowled. Big off cutter there from Reece Dearness and dot ball to finish. So, I don't know, both teams probably relatively happy with that. I think Toombul would be happy that knowing the firepower that Toowoomba just sent out to keep them to 24, they'd be relatively happy. And I'd say from Toowoomba's point of view, 24 runs more that Toombul has to chase.
Yeah, 100%. And as you said, they fought really, really well in that pair. I feel like Toombul just a bit off there with their bowling and in a couple of fielding circumstances. But once again, the batters put that pressure onto them by the way that they went out there with their presence. And as I said, Blake hits a hard ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's hard to field to that.
Yeah, definitely. So, big challenge here for the last pair to come in. Daniel Ost and Rowan?
Yeah, Rowan McDonald.
Yeah.
So Daniel Ost, Queensland under-21s player, and also got selected in the Australian side as well to head into World Cup. And Rowan McDonald, also one of our Queensland 21 boys as well. And as I said to you before, made his A-grade debut a couple of weeks ago here in Toowoomba. So it's amazing to see him back out there playing in the A-grade side again. Yeah, absolutely. Really great to see some of these guys, two Queensland 21s representatives here playing, very high-level A-grade indoor cricket. It's just, it's what the game's all about, and it's a credit to the Dragons for giving these young guys an opportunity at this level. Definitely, and once again, Rowan's one of our guys who came through from the junior ranks and stuff like that as well. So seeing his progression come through from starting in juniors and then working his way through from the D grade upwards and being a regular player in the B grade side now at the moment. Yep. And yeah, just getting that opportunity to jump up in this A grade side has been amazing to see. Yeah, it's probably great. Also helped that Lyle Teskey injured in himself. Yes. Not that we want to see Lyle injured at all. No, I think everybody would love to see Lyle out here playing for the Dragons. It's, I know he's a very proud Dragon, and obviously, very big part of this club, and a lot of these guys love playing with him, so I'm sure they'd love to have him out there, but he is on the sideline barking the orders as a coach, so he'll get a little dose of that, so I'm kind of happy about that. Yeah, but he'll know what you feel like then, exactly. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, although he did have to stand on the sideline in the national final, and to his credit, he was very good. I was about to say, how did that go? He was actually really good. I think he was obviously hurting and didn't want to let the team down, and obviously wanted to be a part of the final, but couldn't be because it's due to injury. And I think it was he kept it in very well. I know he was hurting, but he didn't let the boys know that. I've known him for a long time, and I knew he was hurting, but we had to put that aside, and we had to do what we had to do to support the team, and it was just enough to get him over the line, which was great. Excellent to hear. Well played by Rowan really there. And a nice big cheer from the sideline there. Great stuff. Great cheer from the boys on the sideline, giving the young guy a lot of confidence. That's fantastic. Great shot. And here we go. 63, building nicely. This pair gets to their 20 and they're 75 plus. All of a sudden they've got a score to defend, and Toombul's got a massive job ahead of them trying to chase those runs here in Toowoomba against the home team. Yeah, definitely. And the courts are a bit wider here and stuff like in Toowoomba, so it can become a bit easier to hit out when need to, but it can also be quite deceiving as well. And if you can hit those side nets, they bounce off quite easily as well. So catching opportunities definitely come around a lot. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to think in this situation,
No one will be out slogging too much, but
Not against Drever, no.
yeah, funnier things have happened. So we'll see.
Lovely placement there by Rowan for 2.
Yeah, just waiting on it nicely, not trying to do anything too much.
And just using the pace of the ball there.
Absolutely,
beautifully.
yeah. Just letting the ball come to him and played it beautifully. So great shot. Good response there from Josh. Good response.
I feel like you put a little bit more into that one, judging by that front foot
It seems that way. It seems that way. Yeah, well bowled. It's a good change up. Just a little, rolled his fingers across it there. Little cutter, so change of pace.
Brings on the 3rd ball.
What's he going to do here? Quicker one or a cutter? I reckon another cutter. There we go.
Good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
There we go. Good. Didn't make a liar out of me. I like it. Executed it well, so well bowled. Well bowled. And good hands from Chris Patheris there. Very good keeper. Got very good gloves. So very important. Obviously, you can beat the bat, but if the keeper's not up to the task, so who's going to keep for Toowoomba tonight?
Oh.
Lyle out.
Look, if it goes by the past, Rowan actually kept
Short one there for the young fella.
Well played.
Very well played.
yeah, in his debut game, Rowan actually kept for the Dragons. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to see much of the game. I believe he did a really good job. He did a great job at Nationals keeping for the under-22 side. So I'd be interested to see whether they give him the gloves again tonight.
Yep.
Brody is your other option.
Okay,
Yep, Brody is your other option to be out there as well. But I haven't seen him keeping a lot this season, so it would not surprise me if they hand the gloves to Rowan tonight.
Yeah, okay, good. A great opportunity for him tonight. He's certainly up to the task with the bat, so a couple of overs to go, but he's so far so good. He's batting really well. Good call. Down leg side there from Chris Dixon. He'll look to tidy that up. Put a little bit more pressure on him this ball.
Still working down that leg side line.
Yeah,
Kept that one in.
I don't mind the line he's bowling. A little bit like he's obviously spinning the ball back towards the stumps or away from the right-hander. So that one adjudicated to be fair, which was good bowling. There's a chance there. And a correct catch. Unfortunately, couldn't get over the top of that one.
Good effort by him, though. He read it.
Yep.
Had himself in the right position for it. Just didn't quite execute it correctly.
Yeah, a little bit of extra bounce there from Chris Dixon as well. So he does get a bit of bounce with his bowling. So worked out well for him there. But yeah, as you say, it wasn't a terrible shot. It was just unfortunate. Yeah.
No, just an unfortunate one.
Fielders did well. Sometimes in those circumstances, both fielders go for it and no one catches it. So
Have a bit of a miscommunication. Oh, I thought you had it. I thought you had it.
That's it.
But no, they did well there to get that wicket.
And it just brought that skin back a little bit, put the pressure back onto the batters going into our last over in a couple of balls.
Followed it up with a wide, so he won't be happy with that, Chris Dixon. Chance at the top.
Lovely diving there by Rowan. Get into his crease.
Good communication from the batters there. Just a half chance for a run there and put the pressure on the field and got the run, turned the strike. So that's really good. So one ball left in this over.
One there to finish the over.
I think Austin might have been thinking about that now, thinking maybe I should have hit that a little bit harder.
I think his eyes did light up a little bit there, and he went into that half mind of do I go for it or not.
That's right.
But heading into the last over, I think we were 65 on the board.
Yep.
We can get another 10 off of this, 75. Still feel like we'll probably have a pretty good game on our hands there.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I'm thinking that the home court advantage, the crowd behind the Dragons. 65 on the board already. I'm thinking any score that they've posted, I think it's going to be a tough chase for Toombul no matter what. But yeah, certainly another handful of runs would be pretty handy. A good start there. Brings them on the third ball. No, they did get a run off the last ball. So yeah,
they did, yes.
Top ball to start.
Well bowled there. Put the pressure on.
Really good call there too. Good presence of mind. Will be easy to to try and sneak a run there, but as I said, Michael Kling really good down the front there, and Rowan saw that quickly and called no, and no harm done. So third ball opportunity. Good shot.
Just put that one a bit too wide there on the offside for Daniels to take the opportunity there.
Yep, it's the sort of ball that you want on third ball, right?
Yeah.
It's nice, easy down up too. He played that very well.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than getting the same pressure ball on that third one.
Getting him reaching a little bit there, so half a false shot, but no harm done. Good call. So they're batting well, these two. They're calling well. 2 balls to go.
Oh, well weighted there by Rowan. Floated that one up there a bit. He could have gone either way, that one.
Yeah, could have done something silly, but didn't. Just took the 2 runs and building the score, which is just exactly what they require. So really good. 1 ball to go here. A couple of runs here for the Dragons. Get that score over 70, and we've got a game on our hands.
Oh, great piece of fielding to finish.
And that's exactly what I was talking about with Michael. I don't know how he does it, but he just gets himself into such a position, and he gets hit in the hands a lot.
Yep.
And that's just gone straight back to the keeper. And what can you do about that? It was actually a really good shot. So.
It was. It's what dreams are made of for second upfielders. You love those ones that come off. You put the hands there, it comes off, and you're like, happy days.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the 16, Toowoomba walk off on 64. Probably just under par. We're probably, as you said, we're probably more looking for that 75 to 80.
Yep.
But sometimes those lower scores can be harder to get.
Absolutely. Game's definitely not over. Toowoomba's got a very good bowling attack. Very good in the field. They're playing at home. There's still a lot of work here for Toombul to do, so certainly it's not game over. And you know what? Toowoomba's got 64 runs on the board, so Toombul has to come out here and chase it, and I don't think it's going to be an easy chase.
No, definitely not. Look, whilst we've got this opportunity in the change over the innings, I'd just like to make a shout out to our sponsors who have helped us tonight be able to pull off our Indigenous round jerseys. So we'd like to give a big shout out to the Moore and Lewis partners, accounts and tax advisors here in Toowoomba, who help sponsor our Toowoomba Dragons shirts. You'll see their logo on the front of our shirts. We also have a couple of sleeve sponsors as well, Libkey Tyres and Link Community Services. Big thank you to them as well for coming on board and helping get these shirts for us this week. And now, where's my Toombul ones? You might be able to help me with these ones here.
Yeah, so we've got Innovate Properties. So Mick Spillane and his business at Innovate Property, been a fantastic supporter of the Toombul Tigers for many, many years. And Mick, we thank you very much for your support for the sponsorship. And Elliott Creative, Mr. Paul Elliott, who designs all of our shirts and a lot of shirts around indoor scene. And g'day, Josh. And Elliott Creative's been a fantastic supporter of indoor cricket as well. So yeah, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Of course, without you, it makes special events like this unachievable. And we really thank all of our sponsors for getting involved.
And a massive, massive shout out to Hip Pocket Workwear here in Toowoomba as well, who put in the efforts of getting these shirts done, made, designed with the help of Ben from EM Live Sports. Thank you to him as well for all of the help. We pulled this off in about 5 weeks, I think it was, from start to finish. I was lucky enough to be able to be part of that. There we go, all of our sponsors there on the screen. K&R Plumbing Supplies as well, being our major sponsor for the centre here for the Toowoomba Dragons, so a big shout out to them too.
Yeah, fantastic. We really can't thank sponsors enough. I know, being a previous centre owner, any sponsors that get involved and help the centres out and help, sponsor shirts and sponsor players and, all the help that you give the centres is very much appreciated. So thank you very much for that.
Definitely.
All right, so we've got the second innings.
Which is my cue to leave.
Your cue to leave.
Yep, my cue to leave. I think Stewie James is going to come on and take my spot as I have a game to go get ready for.
You better go and get ready.
So thank you, Brenton, for the opportunity to be here here tonight.
Thank you for the chat and for being involved. And, yeah, good luck for your game.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we've got Brady Clues to start, off-spin bowler. So good idea here, just taking the pace off. I've got Stuart James joining me now to join the commentary team. G'day, Stu.
Hi, Brenton. How are you?
Very good, very good. We're one innings down. Brady Clues to bowl the first. 64 runs on the board for the Dragons. What are your thoughts?
If I were the Dragons, I'd be going very hard, very early. I think they need to make a statement pretty early and take a few early wickets and put the Tigers under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, and I don't mind this move, having Brady bowl the first over, just taking the pace off the ball. Both these batsmen do like the ball coming on, so Bit of thought going behind this. I know Lyle Teskey on the sideline there coaching would have thought about this and thought this is a good ploy for this pair to see if they can take the pace off it and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. They both like it coming on and like to hit the ball hard. So making him have to wait a little bit longer for it. Let's see what the Tigers come up with.
Yeah, two very experienced campaigners. So I'd like to think that they'll bat sensibly and not do anything silly, but pressure's a funny thing, and third ball opportunity here in the first over. So this is, coming off so far for the Dragons.
2 balls to go, third ball. Let's see how Josh deals with this one.
As we mentioned in indoor cricket, the score must change after 2 dot balls, so it has to change one way or the other, either by a run or wickets. And little two runs there, squeeze it in between the fielders, so 2 runs there to Josh Streever, and last ball of the over. So earlier I'm thinking 75-80 we were thinking would have been a pretty competitive score here. 64, still 64 runs on the board. Pushed it. Bit of pressure on the field there, but squeezed a run. 64 runs on the board. I'm still thinking hometown advantage, a little bit of crowd support. A little bit of pressure on the batsmen. They've still got to score the runs. Game's certainly not over.
No, certainly not. It's, if I was Toowoomba, I would have probably liked another 10.
Yep.
That sort of 75 mark would have been a very interesting chase. But as we said before, if they can get a couple of early wickets, and 64, as you and I know, played in a couple of these games, they become a very big total very quickly.
And you never know. These guys put a bit of pressure on these first 3 pairs, and the last pair for Toombul's chasing 4 or 5. Game on.
Yeah, exactly.
Game on. So Nick Steger to bowl this over, and again, a guy that just takes the pace off the ball and keeps the batsman honest. So you're going to have to be really patient here, these two, and just adapt to the conditions.
Yeah, that's a much better line.
Yeah, good lines there.
Tighten his line up, 2 on leg side. Josh just couldn't get over the top of that one enough.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little pull shot, but doesn't possess one, so he'll probably make a liar of me now, but does prefer to play the horizontal bat shot. Good fielding there from Jaden. Just the 1 run.
It's a good start here by Toowoomba. They just need that 1 wicket to get them rolling on.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? 1 wicket here, and all of a sudden Toombul aren't very many, and Toowoomba would be very happy with that. And I like the ploy. I think Lyle's had a good chat with, I think Blake might be captain, I'm not sure, but he's had a good chat with them anyway, and I know that they've taken the pace off intentionally, and it seems to be paying off so far.
Yeah, there's that pull shot you were talking about.
Yeah, that's on the flip side of Josh. Andy Byrne plays that shot extremely well. So
yeah, he gets very low and manages to get his hands above the ball really early.
Quite easy for him to get low, to be fair, but we'll just leave that there. Oh, half false shot there. Oh. A little bit of confusion, and you can just see a little bit of, I don't know if it's tenseness, if that's even a word, but yeah, I don't know. They certainly like the ball coming on a little bit more, so I think this has been a good ploy.
Yeah, I feel they're getting a little frustrated because there's not a lot of clean contact.
Yeah.
So they're not getting that clean contact with that ball coming off and hitting a few fielders where they would normally either get through or over. So
definite plan here, Stu. Here's Jaden Teskey to bowl, another guy that's going to take the pace off the ball. Big off cutters. Going to keep the batsman honest. So yeah, they've got their work cut out for him.
Yeah,
this is really good. This is really good tactics from Toowoomba. I like this.
Yeah, Jaden was really good at nationals at bowling this type of ball. So see what he's got to Andy.
Yeah. Great shot.
There's that pull shot again.
Such a valuable shot, just slightly short. It doesn't have to be too short, but yeah, for Andy, he plays that shot really well. So let's see how Josh plays this.
Yeah, it's a better length. Just got a little bit fuller there.
A little bit of a smile between the two teammates from the Nationals. The young fella coming in, and I know the two of them had a good little banter going on during the week, so there's a little bit of a smile. There's a little bit of a smile between them there. And again. And a smile there. There's no malice in that. Just letting
No.
Josh know that he's bowled him 2 dot balls. So third ball here. He's got a very good quicker ball. So I'm curious to know whether he'll bowl it here or whether he'll stick to the slower ball. I'd like to see him stick to the slower ball, but he might bowl a quicker one. And he has. Good shot. Well played.
Yeah, nice.
Well weighted. Well weighted. Just gives him a little smile. Acknowledgement from Josh. So that's good. It's really good pressure here from Toowoomba.
Yeah, just got the line a little wrong there, but back on to Andy.
He's really given that some fight. Well played. Well played. Jaden a little bit upset with himself there, but I didn't mind that. He's just trying to change his pace, and I don't mind that at all. Last ball of the over. See what he can do here. Wicket would be very interesting here, but a lot of pressure on the skin and a lot of pressure on Toombul. So big ball here. There's
that quicker one.
Yeah. It's down leg side, so pressure released. So unfortunately for Toowoomba, that's a little bit of a let off for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think the trick is not to get too frustrated. They're not bowling badly.
Not at all.
They're just at a point where they just need that 1 wicket to get them into the game. And again, they've stuck with that plan with Jeremy Crichton coming on to bowl. Oh no, it's gone to Kieran.
Yeah, another guy that sort of holds the ball back. So it's a good plan, and I think you're right, Stu. Just being patient, because you've got to remember this is a world-class opening pair here. So when you think of it that way, they had him at 17 with a ball to go, like another dot there, and even now 19 off 3 overs, you'd be pretty happy with that with this sort of pair.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
I would have been interested to see if that had gone to hand, whether they would have appealed. And I know it was probably hit into the ground, but Katrina's had a pretty good game up there in the chair, so I'm sure she would have got it right.
Yeah, I agree. And here's where that dot would have been interesting. That would have been third ball on this one, but
It might have been a wide there too. Andy Burns sort of gave himself a lot of room outside leg stump, and from this angle it looked like it might have been going wide, but we are on a little bit of an angle, so maybe it was a lot better than I thought.
good thing was it was a good early call by Josh, and Andy didn't hesitate. He just responded.
Yeah. Added a lot together, these two, so they should have some good communication going. Oh, yeah. Very good shot. Very good shot. Plays that shot extremely well. Just waits on it to come for him and just punches it and just hits it with such a straight bat.
Yeah,
really good shot.
Good solid contact. 3 balls to go in this skin. Yeah, good early call, well bowled, good cricket all round there.
It's been a really good 4 from Toowoomba. I'm really impressed with the plans to this pair. I think they've, a little bit of ill execution, but all in all, it's been a really good start. Like, if they were bowling first and this was the score, I think they'd be extremely happy with how they're going. There we go.
There's that chance.
There's the out. And how about that? 1 ball to go now, 2 runs for the skin. False shot. All that pressure they've absorbed and all that pressure that Toowoomba's created finally gives them a wicket.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, they didn't panic. They stuck to the game plan. They had a plan. They've continued to try and execute, and I think the frustration there of not getting enough clean contact has frustrated Andy, and he managed to spoon one.
It's really bad time for a mistake, and 2 runs required now just to draw the skin, so that's going to be tough in itself. He's got the 2, squeezed it through. You think 2 runs there, drawn the skin?
2 runs and tied skin.
So yeah, there you go. So game on, as we said. You never know. And 6, Toowoomba's got the runs on the board, and the game's never over, is it?
No, not at all. So we've got Michael Kling and Chris Dixon coming into bat second.
Yeah, another pair that's batted a lot together over a long time. So you'd like to think that they'll go out here and be sensible and build a bit of a score and put the team in a position to win. But we've got to absorb some pressure, and Daniel Oster's going to bowl the first over. And Daniel Oster's had a very good nationals for the Queensland 21s, been selected in the Australian 21s, and is a very, very good bowler. So this is really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here.
Yeah, interesting 2 bats. We've got Michael Kling, the more aggressive or dominant of the 2. Chris Dixon will play more of the front nets. Let's see what Daniel's got to Michael Kling.
Good shot.
Quick shorter one, and well played.
It's not a bad ball to start with, just a short one, just to see if he was awake. And Michael Kling, an exceptional bat and just did that really easily. Made that look quite easy, didn't he? And I'm sure that ball was a lot quicker than what Michael made it look.
Yeah, I think it would have hit me before I had a chance to play that.
Yeah, I would have been ducking that one. Oh, it's a good call, call. Put a bit of pressure on the field.
Good early call, and again, Chris didn't hesitate. He just took off.
Yeah, responded well. As I say, these two have batted together for a long time, so I'd like to think their calling won't be a problem, but I don't want to put the mocker on them, so I'm not going to say that. Good early call. All bowls.
It's a good line by Daniel, just keeping it nice and tight, not letting Michael free his arms.
Yeah, he's not the sort of batsman you want to bowl the ball full to, much the same as someone like Blake Anderson. If you bowl full to him, you're going to know about it. So bowling a good length there, just that length where he can't sort of go forward or back. So 2 good balls in a row, 3rd ball opportunity.
Interested to see how Michael attacks this one.
Yeah, building good pressure here, the Dragons. Let's see what happens here. 3rd ball.
Oh, bit of a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, Jaden will be a little bit upset with himself there. It was a little bit of a bunt, not straight to him, but in the vicinity, and he's a very tall young man, and I think he'll be a little bit disappointed that he let that one through. So a little bit of a let off.
The last ball of the over.
Again, turn around the corner and quick call, good response, good finish to the over. So good over, good bowling, good batting. So good start from both teams.
Yeah, I think Toombul will be happy with that. That was actually a pretty good over by Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't want to do anything too silly here. They'll just want to build the score. Obviously try and get the skin to get those first 2 skins, but certainly the bigger goal will be to get as close they can to the Dragons' score to put that last pair in a position to win. We've got Blake Anderson coming on now. So Blake's a bowler that usually bowls off-cutters and outswingers, but of recent times has developed an in-swinger. So does have a bit of variety now as well, and is an experienced campaigner. So this is a good test for these batsmen on this over. And he's gone with 2 on leg here. Tells me he might be bowling in swing.
Yeah, we'll see if this new innie. Well, it just didn't go.
Didn't quite see that one. He was in front of me there, but you probably had a better view than me, but dealt with pretty easily.
Yeah, he started it outside off stump and looked to bring it in, and I think he just got his wrist position slightly wrong, and it just didn't move enough.
Yeah, it's not a natural ball for his action, but he has developed it over the last couple of years, and it doesn't go too bad. Just a little bit of confusion there and a little bit of a lackadaisy get back from Michael Kling, but he did get back, so no harm done. There you go, there's the in-swinger there, just push it down leg side, so he's definitely developed that. Brady Clues at the back trying to G the Dragons up here, trying to get them back on track, so good from him.
Yeah, they just need a few more dot balls here, create a little bit more pressure. There it is. Oh, good catch.
I was about to say a wicket would be really handy right now, and they deliver. So yeah, and one pretty much out of nowhere, not really required at the moment. But anyway, as I say, pressure's a funny thing, and hopefully that's not the start of things to come.
It's almost one of those ones where you, again, you don't get a lot of good ball contact, and that's from wides or balls that are outside off stump that you'd leave, or you're not in a right position and don't get good contact. And someone like Michael Kling enjoys good solid contact, and I think he just got a little bit frustrated there.
Yeah, looking to get some good contact on it, and didn't quite get good contact and got out. So a good response there from Chris Dixon. Good shot to follow up. So let's see what Michael Kling's got here. There's the outswinger. It's well bowled. Really well bowled.
Very good over by the Dragons.
Yeah, good over from Blake. Good experience there. Like, as you say, just sort of frustrated him a little bit and then frustrated him into a false shot, and you know they've kept the Dragons in the game. So they really need to work hard here for the last 2 overs of this skin. What about the Indigenous round, Stu? We were talking about it before. Hip Pocket done a fantastic job with these shirts, and thanking the sponsors before for making this happen, and hoping that maybe we can make this a thing for all the clubs next year, and maybe have a round where all the clubs go Indigenous for one round. What a great initiative.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about how it came about, but I believe Kieran Gibbs is heavily involved with Indigenous outdoor cricket in the region. Great shot by Chris.
Chris Dixon.
And this was an initiative that was driven through him and some of his outdoor contacts. There is plans, I believe, to run an indoor competition through some of the outdoor contacts that he's got. But yeah, it's a great initiative, and it's good to see these two clubs getting behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. Two very proud clubs, and two clubs that have got a pretty fierce rivalry. So a great start to the Indigenous concept, and hopefully this is the start of bigger things to come.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, another good shot from Chris Dixon. It's on his guts there. Wasn't sure where it was, so it's better safe than sorry. And we'll call that a dive.
We'll call that a dive.
Yeah,
I'll call it a dive.
We'll call it a dive. Yeah.
It's better than what mine would have looked like,
Yeah.
so I'll definitely call it a dive.
True that. And well bowled by Steger. Good soft hands there from Kling.
So one thing I always admire with Michael, for someone that has a very aggressive tendency, he has very soft hands and can adjust halfway through his shot.
Yeah, very good bat. Very capable with the bat.
That's a very quick piece of hands.
And again, just a pressure release, what not really required. Not normally a shot that Chris Dixon would play, which is, so Michael Kling's probably taken half a step more than what he normally would have, or maybe taken the normal step that he's taken and not used to coming back, because it's not a shot that Dicko normally plays. And then all of a sudden, great hands by Blake Anderson at the top, and, they're back in it.
Yeah,
back in it.
Scoreboard is definitely coming into play now.
Oh, well played.
Well
Good
played.
shot. All right, well, here we go. 11 runs, chasing 10, 2 skins on the line, 1 over to go in this pair. Indoor cricket. It's never boring, is it? And all of a sudden, you got 64 runs on the board, and 64 runs is looking like a pretty decent score now.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that was proved at Nationals, which you were a part of. There was a lot of games where you would have thought the game was well and truly won by one or the other team, and next thing you know, within the space of 4 or 5 balls, the momentum turns and the game changes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess it's one of the reasons why we love this sport.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, good fielding, well bowled, perfect from Jeremy Crichton. Bowled a massive over at the Nationals, bowled the last over of the grand final under a fair bit of pressure, and for a young guy playing his first national final, absorbed the pressure really well and managed to steer the team home. So that'll do him a world of good moving forward in his career. So yeah, really pleased for him that he got that opportunity, and he'll be looking here to try and do the same thing here for the Dragons. Get a false shot or a false call and try and get these 2 skins for the Dragons.
Yeah, 1 wicket in this over will definitely keep the game in a very interesting balance.
Well bowled. Really good areas. Really good young Toowoomba junior come through the ranks and had a couple of cracks at the open men's level now, and forged himself into a very capable, A-grade player. So really good.
Ooh.
There we go. Blake Anderson getting out of the way there. Jaden's got a very good arm, and I don't blame him. He had to hit there anyway. So it's good cricket.
2 balls to go.
2 balls to go here. What are we going to do? Are we going to run? Are they going to try and create a bit of pressure here with the ball, and 2 on leg? Are they going to run? Are they going to not run? Oh, well done. Double fakie there. Quick outswinger from Jeremy. Good change up.
It's an interesting point. They block this one out. They take the skin, which gives them 2 skins.
Yep.
Or does the extra 2 runs more valuable to them towards the end of the game?
Yeah, that's right. I'll be taking the 2 skins here, I think.
I'm with you.
That's
We'll call
really
that a good
bowled.
leave.
Wow. That's a really
Very
good
well
ball.
bowled by Jeremy.
Bowled. Wow, well, what a first 8 overs. What a great effort from the Toowoomba Dragons to defend the way that they have. And as I said at the start of this, home ground advantage. They've got the runs on the board. Toombul have to come up and really bat really well to try and get these 64 runs. So I know it only looks like 64 runs, but I'm telling you, there's a game on here, and a massive pair. This is basically the be all and end all for Toombul here.
Yeah, this pair's probably been Toombul's strongest pair throughout the round game so far. Batting third in most of their games, but really putting the last pair in a very comfortable position in the games that they've won. So Reece Dearness to take strike, batting with Cam McPherson.
So my observation here is this is nearly the same sort of pair as the first pair as far as the ball coming onto the bat. And I would think that they really thought well about the first pair and bowled 4 bowlers to that first pair that held the ball back and didn't give them some easy, good contact on the ball. I really think that this is a very similar pair, and I wonder whether they've picked this up, the Dragons. And I know Ost, it comes onto the bat, but he is a very good bowler. But it'll be interesting to see what other 3 bowlers they bowl, because I think if they bowl bowlers to this pair that don't come onto the bat, it's going to create a fair bit of pressure for this pair, and I'd like to see how they respond to that. Good touch in the front from Brady Clues.
Nice.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do, because I just got a feeling if they bowl the same way that they bowled to the first pair to this pair, could be quite interesting, and it could mean that last pair for Toombul has to come in chasing a handful of runs, and I think that if that happens, that's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, if they can have Toombul chasing 15, I think would be their target. It'll be a very interesting last 4 overs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an absolute game on here for sure.
Very good start by Daniel.
Yeah, really good bowler, Daniel. Well bowled and well played.
Very well played.
Really good. It's a really good ball, full length, outswing, at pace. And Cameron McPherson just waited on it beautifully and just banged it up for a 2. So good cricket all round there.
2 balls to go. What's Daniel got to Reece?
Oh, it's his favourite shot, and good touch in the front.
Very good touches down the front.
Really good. Good contact on that too from Reece. So far out, that's good cricket. Nice if they shut the doors. I'm just starting to feel the cold here. It's just turned bloody awful here in Toowoomba, and the temperature's really dropped. Okay.
That's a 1.
Going to go for another one. No. It's over. So, yeah, really good start. 4 runs off the first over. So, pressure's on. Pressure's on. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, it's a very good start. But, yeah, I think you're right. It's, don't know whether I'd bowl someone like a Jaden. Jaden would probably be my pick. No, they're going with Blake Anderson.
Blake Anderson, okay. Well, Blake bowled a pretty good over in his first over, so not a bad ploy. I just think he might come onto the bat a little bit more than some of these other guys that are holding it back. But Toowoomba might be hoping that they, as you said, keep this pair so the last pair is chasing 10 or 15, and then if they bowl those bowlers that don't come onto the bat, how are the last pair going to handle it?
Yeah.
So, maybe they're thinking that way instead.
On edge. Oh.
Okay,
Reece just got an edge on that one, and unfortunately Daniel just caught on his heels a little bit and just couldn't dive far enough to grab it. Very good start by Blake.
Good fielding. Gets in the way there, puts his foot in the way. Well done.
By Jeremy's response. Fair say that was on track to hit the stumps. So this is 3rd ball here. And a 1.
Yeah, just a 1, so Toowoomba will be happy with that.
And the weather report just came in. It's dropped down to a balmy 12 degrees at the moment.
Yeah, just felt the weather turn a little bit, so just putting on a little cardigan, a little vest for the old man just to keep his chest warm.
There's a chance.
Oh. Just couldn't quite grab it there, Brady Clues. Good fielding, good body
good
position.
pick up, good release.
Yeah, really good. Half chance there, didn't quite go their way.
Yeah, Blake just making a really good comment there. They need to take those half chances.
Absolutely, they're crucial. Just to keep the pressure on.
And there was that inning.
Well, it's definitely swinging, so that's good, but yeah, not quite where he wanted it.
And last ball of the over. What's Blake got? Yeah, it's actually well bowled.
Well, really well bowled. Yeah,
So
well,
9 after the first 2. It's a good start by Toowoomba.
Yeah, it's a really good start. They're really putting pressure on this pair, and as we said before, the last pair comes in and they're chasing a handful of runs. Sometimes chasing 5 or 10 is a lot harder than chasing 40.
It doesn't look like 5 or 10 when you're out there. Yeah, I think this is a really good move. Jaden Teskey coming onto bowl.
Yep, I like this. This is really good. This is no point holding him back till later. He may as well bowl him now. If he can happen to get a wicket, keep this pair, under 10 or 15, then the last pair is chasing 20 even. I mean, wow. Toowoomba would be very happy with that. Oh, good shot.
It's a little unorthodox, but he's very effective, Cam.
Yeah. He's not going to play the down up the top there like Reece does, but he will do whatever he can to hit it to the net and run through. And as he showed there, he'll just do what it takes. So negotiated that well. Second ball. That's a bit too wide there, Reece. Up to the task. So it's all right. They're still forcing the pace. It's making the batsman force the pace on the ball. So I don't mind that.
2 on leg side. Into Cam. That's an edge. That's out.
It's out. Quicker ball, adjudicated an edge. Batsmen look a little bit confused, but it's been given caught behind by the look of it.
I must admit, I heard a noise from here. I know he did hit the ground. I did hear a noise, but I'd like to think Katrina's in a better position than all of us.
Yep. That's a good change up from Jaden. His little outswinger there, so I didn't know he had that, so very handy. Another one, half chance. Oh. And I tell you what, I'm thinking that would have been a double out there if that hit. Squeeze it for a 2.
It's a very interesting portion of the game here.
Yeah, I like what they've done here. It's fantastic pressure from the Dragons. Oh, that's a bit of a weird shot from Reece, but kept off the net for 1, so that's all right. Dragons will be happy with that.
Again, I think that's Reece worried about that 10 or 15 with that last pair.
That's right.
He's just trying to force the issue and take a bit of momentum back. Oh, there was that quicker one again.
Just push it down leg side. He does that every now and then, but his quicker one earlier was a beauty. Caught behind. So wow, this is interesting. Big last over here for the Toombul Tigers. We really need to hit, as many runs as possible to make sure that last pair is chasing as little as possible. But the Dragons are doing their best to make sure that doesn't happen. And Kieran Gibbs to bowl this over and bowled the last over at the first pair and bowled brilliantly. So work is not getting any easier for the Tigers.
Again, setting up 2 on leg side. Brody and Daniel down on the leg side.
Well, Reece, you're right. I think Reece is trying to force the issue a little bit, trying to sort of get a little bit of breathing room, I suppose, and sort of try to overhit that one a little bit, get a full toss, and normally he'd bang that up high, but hit it flat. So good pressure from the Dragons.
Yeah, it's a good change of pace.
Out. Oh, well run. Good presence of mind there. So that's 2 runs. Was that a single to start with?
Single
and
the run,
yeah. So 2 runs scored. It's not too much damage there for the Dragons.
It's actually well responded by Cam, because there was a lot of traffic there. So to be able to actually, Reece to be able to find Cam's eye line was very well done.
Good shot over the top. Safe. Somehow got it over those players, but only 1 run for such a great shot. So anyway, every run they'll be happy with, the Tigers.
3 balls to go. It's Kieran into Cam. Yeah, it's good release.
Yeah, really got a really good arm, Jaden. So yeah, you think you sort of got a bit of time, but once he lets that ball go, it gets back very quickly. So good bit of fielding.
Boys coming back to protect the skin here.
So, trying to protect the skin. I think Toombul will be pretty happy to. Toombul will be pretty happy here to give the skin up and get a couple more runs to win the game, I think. But anyway. It's a leg side, so well done by Reese.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this call. I'd have the field up.
Kieran Gibbs here, 2 balls to go. Oh, it's his favourite shot. It's his favourite shot, half chance. Cameron McPherson in. Normally that's a 2 or a 3, but the fielding's been sensational up the front. They've got some really good touches up there.
Yeah, they've got some big bodies too, nice and tall. They get very big on the batters.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the
last ball coming up.
I don't think the skin's in order here. I think it'll be a 2, 1 or a 2 would be fantastic. And a dot. I think a dot will even do. So what a great pair. What a great pair for Toombul. 21, they did really well to get him close, but I think the Dragons will be equally as happy. I think they've still got, a handful of runs for this last pair to hit, and they'll be fancying themselves here. I think they think that they'll be able to do this.
Yeah, I think it's, my maths is correct, it's 9 to win the game, which was the last skin that Toowoomba had. So Chris Stack and Chris Batheris coming in to finish off the Toombul innings.
Yep, I've just got my abacus out and I've scrolled across a couple of times and you're spot on. 9 runs to win. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? We've got Rowan McDonald to bowl his first over. I don't think he's bowled an over yet.
No, I don't think he has either.
So he's got 2 overs to the last pair. And I'll be hoping that the last pair comes in with a little bit of pressure. 1 wicket early. That feels like 2 when you're chasing a small total. So yeah, as we said at the start, game on. Oh, a little bit tentative there, like tentative shot, half call, but they got through, and hopefully they'll get a little bit of pressure release from that, and then hopefully they can build on that. And on the flip side, Toowoomba 1 wicket early changes the whole ball game.
Yeah, we really need 1 wicket in this over.
Well bowled.
Good early call by Chris.
Bowled. Rowan playing his second game in A grade, I was told earlier, so stepped up into the A grade ranks, and what a massive game for him to come into, so it's really great to see. Oh, it's through. 2 fielders through both. 5 runs scored, so let's just say that takes a little pressure off for now.
Yeah.
I don't think that's over by any means. Oh, half chance, little edge there into the air, but didn't go to hand, so no harm done.
2 balls to go. Still working for that 1 wicket in this over.
And who have we got? We've got Jeremy Crichton bowled out. We've got. I reckon there was an edge there.
I definitely heard a noise.
So I think we've got Brady Clues with an over. I think we've got Rowan's got another over, and think
Jeremy.
I think Jeremy's bowled 2, hasn't he? Steger's bowled 2, Teskey's bowled 2. Brody's got 1 more, and so has Rowan, and Austin's bowled 2. So maybe you're right.
I think it is Jeremy.
Yeah. I thought he bowled 2 though, but anyway, I might be wrong. Have been before, many a time.
It's a good start by Toombul, but I think they should feel a little lucky. There was that little punch through that managed to get through 2 players.
Yeah.
If that was a dot, they're back to 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Still chasing, aren't they?
Still chasing.
No, right you are. Jeremy's only bowled the 1 over, so good from you. I lost track of time. I'm that excited and that happy with how this game's going. I've totally forgotten that Jeremy hasn't bowled his 2nd over, so good from you, Stu.
I think it's good Jeremy coming on now. I think he's the strike weapon of what's left.
Oh, there it is. There's a wicket.
Oh, I'd like to see that on the replay. Very, very hard for her to see, but
yeah,
my initial was that it came off her arm, off Chris's arm.
Yeah, he doesn't seem happy either. So yeah, it's hard for us to see from this distance, but certainly there we go. Yeah, look at that, straight off the forearm. So Straight off the forearm. But anyway, that's how it's going. The umpire's seen it that way, -5, so a little bit of work here to do for Toombul.
Yeah, well played.
Half chance. Oh, great fielding. Wow. Wow. Good shot from Chriso, call from Stack, putting the pressure on the field, but gee, I tell you what, that hits. I'd say that would have been out.
I had him out, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good pressure. There we go, quicker ball outside off, bowled that well in his first over and bowled it well again, so bowling really well, just changing his pace, good quicker out swinger, and then that off cutter, which is obviously hard to play, and bowled a short one to start with and got a wicket, so yeah, really well bowled from Jeremy. It was a good call from you. It was a good decision from the Dragons to bowl him out.
There's that frustration.
Oh, dearie me. And that's just fallen. That's just lucky. I know Jeremy will be filthy with that, but created a half chance. So Toowoomba should feel buoyed by this. The game's not over. There are plenty of chances coming, so they just got to stick with it here.
Last ball, Jeremy.
Good shot.
Just pulled that one down a touch, and well played by Chris.
Yeah, well played. 2 runs scored, over. So yeah, good over there. Toowoomba still hanging in there, keeping the pressure on.
So who would you bowl here, Rowan or Brody?
I think I'd bowl Brody here. I don't think there's any point bowling him last. He's an experienced A-grade player, has been around for a very long time. Bowls very good off spin. I think it's just got to be Brody.
Yeah, I agree. And well done.
Yes.
You should be a captain one day.
Oh yeah, maybe. I got Lyle down there calling the shots, and we tend to think very similarly, so I'm not surprised to see that. There's no point bowling him in the next. If Rowan bowls the over and goes for 3, 4, 5, and Brody's got to bowl a -10 over, there's no point. So you may as well bowl your more season campaigner now, try and get the wicket early, and give Rowan a couple of runs to play with to see what happens. So massive over here.
Yeah, I still think they need 2 wickets to win this game.
Yep. Oh, half chance. Whoa. There you go. Squeeze it through. Not convincing, but 2 runs to the Tigers. There, oh dear. Oh. There you go. That's that wicket you were talking about, Stu. That goes to hand, and that's that first wicket. And he's got 4 balls to play with there to get his second. So this is very interesting. What's going to happen here?
It's amazing how these small scores produce such tight games.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's giving him a bit of room.
Pull that one down a touch.
Right. Didn't quite get that right, but gee, I tell you what. Still game on here. 1 wicket here brings the score back within a few, and then all of a sudden anything can happen. It's well bowled.
Oh, very well bowled.
Delivery. Didn't that do a lot? Well negotiated in the end by Chris Butheris. Didn't get any bat to it. Didn't go through with a shot, but probably glad he didn't because it did a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well bowled.
Just need that 1 wicket.
Oh, he's given himself a chance too. Oh, 3rd ball opportunity. Well, I'll take it. If they can get a wicket here, absolutely take a wicket here and put a bit more pressure on this pair in the last over.
Last ball and 3rd ball. Went with a quicker one.
Overpitched, well negotiated. Unfortunate there for Brody. What a great over. Just put a lot of pressure on there and put him in a position to get a wicket off that last ball, but just push that one too full, and an easy shot there for Butheris. So.
Yeah, could argue there was probably 3.5 chances in that one, and they could have taken the 2.
Yep, as you said, 2 wickets in that over makes it very interesting, and they certainly created more than 2 chances. So, yeah, it didn't quite go to hand. Sometimes that's indoor cricket as well, but it is indoor cricket, and the game's not over. There's still 6 balls to go. Wicket early here, and anything can happen. A bit more pressure on the batsman, and then somehow they get a wicket at the end, and Toowoomba come home with the goods. So, game's definitely not over.
All right, let's see Rowan with his first ball. Needs to create some pressure.
points there. So well played by Betheris.
It's actually well bowled. I'd probably go back to having 2 on leg side.
Yeah, that would have created a little bit of doubt in the batsman's minds to run there, whereas having one there, that little touch into the corner, it's just a yes call every day, isn't it? So well negotiated there by Chris Stack.
Yeah, I like the line he's bowling. That's... Here we go, Daniel's moved across now.
Yeah. Oh, well played, good shot. It's well bowled too. Well bowled. Really good fight from the Dragons here tonight. I'm pretty impressed. And as you said before, another 10 runs for their score, and they get up to the 75 mark, and it's a fairly tight call there.
Yeah.
Tight call.
Another 10 runs and 1 or 2 of those half chances. And I think it definitely could have been a very different game.
As you said, 75 on the board for the Dragons, and Toombul only just getting past their score now with a little bit of pressure. So, yeah, probably a few runs short, but very impressed with the fight from the Dragons. They've played it well, a good strategy to the first pair. They've kept the pressure on for every pair, and obviously made this last pair come out and fight very hard for the game. So really good fight from the Dragons, and in the end, a really good win for the Toombul Tigers as well.
Yeah, I think that cements their spot in first place at the end of the rounds. Still 3 other games being played tonight, and I believe 1 more game tomorrow for the remaining teams. But we move into semi-finals next week for the South East Queensland division. So more cricket to come. I think we've got 3 weeks of semis, and then we move into nationals. So. Thanks, Brenton. It's been great. Thanks for having me. And I think we've got a ladies' game coming up next.
Yeah, got a ladies' game coming on. So everybody who's out there on the stream, grab a drink, grab a coffee, grab a cup of tea.
Go and warm up if you're in Toowoomba.
Yeah, if you're in Toowoomba, get the fire on and sit right next to it, because it is quite cold up here. And we've got a ladies' game coming up between the Toowoomba Dragons and the Toombul Tigers. So thanks for joining us for cracking men's game, and we'll see you again very soon.